Take a journey through time. Experience the history of the automobile and the technological advances of the 20th century, a development which gave us personal mobility and independence. Meet the witnesses of a fascinating history and find out how driving pleasure evolved. Enjoy the intriguing examples we have selected. Cast a glance back at the BMW vehicles and engines of the past, and let the BMW Museum show you that the future has already begun. The most successful and exclusive BMW automobiles and motorcycles are exhibited in the museum. Under the motto, Time Horizons, the exhibition simultaneously depicts the social and cultural contexts. Parallel to the exhibition, the fascinating interior architecture, a spiral-formed ramp leading up several platforms, and a cinema are all further reasons for a visit. This AM4 was based on an upgraded version of the 747cc power unit from the small Dixie. In the early stages of production, bumpers were still an optional extra. The saloon with roller roof cost around 2,785 price marks. The BMW 303 Saloon with 6-cylinder engine was the first model to be given a kidney-shaped radiator grille, which has remained a distinctive feature of BMW cars to this day. From 1936 to 1940, the BMW 328 models were the most successful sports racers of their class and were still claiming race successes in the 1950s. During the difficult years of the late 1940s, BMW decided to revive the manufacture of world-class cars. BMW's historic archive preserves documents from the company's past, such as this design sketch for the BMW 501, which, barring a few alterations, was later to become reality. BMW proudly displayed this car, as yet an incomplete prototype model, at the 1951 Frankfurt Motor Show. The photo captures the moment of BMW's rebirth as a car manufacturer after 1945. BMW Mobile Traditions Media Archive, from which all the historic photos on this CD have been taken, has a stock of more than 100,000 images. Beyond the classic models themselves, advertising brochures are today also regarded as authentic documentations of the history of the automobile. BMW's historic archive even preserves artistic designs produced for this kind of literature. For anyone currently owning a classic BMW 501, documents such as this original instruction manual of 1952 constitute indispensable sources of reference. BMW Mobile Traditions Historic Archive contains a virtually complete collection of vehicle manuals going back to the 1920s. Old sales brochures, such as this one from the year 1955, allow us an illuminating glimpse of the past. Fashion, architecture, and even language conjure up the spirit of the time. More than 4,000 documents of this kind in BMW Mobile Traditions Historic Archive open up more than 80 years of history and technology as reflected through BMW. The restoration and maintenance of a classic model would be inconceivable without access to original workshop literature, such as parts lists and repair manuals. BMW's historic archive draws on a wide spectrum of technical documentation relating to virtually every BMW model. Publications by BMW Mobile Tradition, such as the book series Profiles, also play their part in bringing alive BMW's past. Microcars like the popular Isetta were a common sight on Germany's roads in the 1950s.
Ja, man müsste auch mit einem kleinen Einkommen sich ein Fahrzeug leisten können. Dann wäre es endlich möglich, auf den eigenen 4 Rädern zu reisen und alle Wunschträume Wirklichkeit werden zu lassen.
Wie der Kaminkehrermeister von nebenan fährt auch die Mutter eine BMW Isetta, mit der sie ihre Besorgungen macht.
Da hinein.
Was, da rein?
Tatsächlich, die reinste motorisierte Einkaufstasche.
Und am Wochenende ins Grüne. Bequem, billig im Betrieb und leicht zu parken ist die Isetta mit dem Gütezeichen BMW.
The BMW 507 was rated among the most valuable classics of the BMW marque. Over 200 of a total of 252 roadsters built are still in use today.
Gute Fahrt mit dem neuen BMW LS Luxus. Lachendes Leben, 4 fröhliche Menschen und ein ausgewachsener Pudel. Alle sitzen bequem und sicher im neuen BMW LS Luxus. Ein Wagen nach Maß, nach Ihrem Maß. Gute Fahrt mit dem neuen BMW LS Luxus. Qualität, Sicherheit, Eleganz, Leistung bietet Ihnen der BMW LS Luxus.
BMW konzipiert die neue Klasse. Sportliche Limousinen mit 4 Türen und funktionalem Komfort. Mit hoher Motorleistung und großen Sicherheitsreserven im Fahrwerk. Fahrzeuge, die richtungsweisend werden für den Automobilbau. Es beginnt 1962 mit dem BMW 1500. Die Modelle BMW 1600 und BMW 1800 folgen.
Die Erfahrungen auf den Rennpisten kommen den Fahrern im Alltag zugute. Im Rennen erprobt, in Zuverlässigkeitsfahrten getestet, im Alltag bewährt. BMW.
Bei den Sportwagen über 1500 Kubikzentimeter ging es über 10 Runden.
In the mid-1930s, European motor racing received a fresh impulse when the legendary BMW 328 became the most successful sports car of its time. Since then, the catalogue of BMW truck victories has steadily grown. In 1970 alone, BMW claimed 23 international motorsport titles. Following major successes in Formula 2 racing and in the Pro Car series with the Group 4 M1, it was but a short step to Formula 1. Today, many of these models are again active in events such as the Mille Miglia, Techno Classica, and Monterey Historics. They are looked after and serviced by BMW Mobile Tradition. Founded in 1972, BMW Motorsport GmbH was to develop the M1, a thoroughbred mid-engine sports car. Created in collaboration with Lamborghini, the M1 is regarded as the precursor of BMW's 3 and 5 Series M models.
Jusqu'au départ pour la deuxième manche de la saison automobile 1979 à Monaco.